Hey everyone, and welcome to the Week 13 review, Week 14 preview. As always, I'm the Commissioner, aka Mr. Modest. I'm joined live today by Joel Gibson and Stephen Thornhill. We're in the building. Getting right into it, we'll get into Joel's matchup. Crazy matchups this week, devastating losses. Joel, yours is the first of the devastating losses.
Yeah, real tough. Things were looking promising earlier today. I felt pretty good. Spent big on the waiver wire. Kevon Looney did not pull through with any blocks for me. I just thought he could manage one with Draymond Green out. That was not enough. Jordan Poole came back to haunt me.
7 for 7 today from the free throw line.
Yeah, Jordan Clarkson went 5 of 5. Adam needed a lot of free throws to go down, and I think he went like 15 of 15 or maybe 14 of 14. I went 2 of 4. And that was it. Devastating. The 1 seed was within my scope. Really nice win for Adam. Well done, man. I thought I had you.
Joel moves to 8-5. Adam moves to 7-6. Adam's in the playoff picture, and like I said last week, I still hold true. I do not want to play Adam right now. I don't want to do it. Next matchup we have is my matchup, losing by 2 points. Literally 2 points. A 3 changes it. I didn't have Beal all week. I was down an absolute ton of people. I used all my cycles. Neiman didn't cycle at all. So he could have really put me in the tank if he decided to. It's just tough to lose this way, but because Joel Gibson also lost, I feel a little bit better. Neiman, I hope you can do the same thing next week. Next matchup is Doug beating Matt in another close matchup. I think it was 1-3 between those two. Absolutely ridiculous. Doug keeps his playoff hopes alive, and it's a good thing with Neiman winning this week. Matt falls again, another loss. It was 1 3-pointer between Doug and Matt. These matchups have been close. One matchup that hasn't been close is Stephen Thornhill annihilating CJ.
Yeah, I did.
Go ahead, Stephen.
Listen, I just gave it to him. It's that plain and simple. Yeah, he had people out that were injured, but I did too. It's cool. Gobert's coming back. McCollum's coming back. I'm ready to go. It's a wrap.
Tough matchup next week for you. I moved to 8-5. Neiman to 5-8. I forgot to say these. Matt moves to 7-6. Doug to 6-7. Steven moves to 8-5. CJ moves to 7-6. Next matchup is Cody beating Phil. Not a lot to say here. Congratulations to Cody on the big win. Gets him back into the mix. Last matchup is Kyle taking care of Eric. Anytime Eric and Phil play, I just assume that they're bye weeks, but you never know. One of them might surprise us in these last 3 weeks.
Kyle needed this one.
Kyle needed this one a lot, especially with the KD news. Now, getting to my rankings, Kyle stays at the top at 5-3. Not a lot has changed as far as the rankings go this week. Joel is still at number 2 at 8-5. I am number 3 at 8-5. Steven is number 4 at 8-5. The only reason why I'm above Steven is because I have the tiebreaker with him. We play this week. So Cody follows up. He has also 8-5. Steven beat Cody, and that's why he's there. The 7-6 teams, CJ is number 6 right now. Adam moving up into that 7 spot. Matt at the 8 spot. CJ actually has the tiebreaker over both Matt and Adam, so that's why CJ gets to be on top. Cody, like I said, if the reason why he was under Steven and I is just injury-based. Steven and I are at least pretty healthy right now, and Cody's still missing PG-13. So that's kind of why we put it there. I do believe Steven beat Cody, but Cody beat me, so it's just one of those situations that I had to do it. Number 9 is Doug at 6-7. A huge win for Doug this week over Matt. He needs it to stay alive. He needs Matt to lose again. He needs, or Adam or CJ, to sneak into that 8 spot. And Neiman in the 10 spot. 5-8. Huge win against me. If he pulls off and if he pays attention at all, he might be able to take down Kyle shorthanded and really get into that playoff picture. Eric is at 11 at 3-10, and Phil at 12 at 1-13. Both have been eliminated, can't make the playoffs. With that being said, we'll get into week 14, and it's by far the most exciting week to this point. Everybody from 1 to the whole way down to 10 is within 5 games. Like it's insane to see how close it is. Like I just it gets closer and closer. Anyway, we'll start off with the champs matchup as always. Joel plays Phil. He's 8-5, and Phil is 1-12. Joel, anything to say?
I'm gonna take it to your house, Phil. I'm gonna fucking take it to you. Fucking rip your throat out. Sorry, Phil. It's gonna be a tough one for you this week.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm taking Joel. I think it's pretty clear.
Yeah, I need to bounce back win. I really thought I had this week. It's time to start the winning again.
I have faith in you, Joel.
Excellent.
I think you can do it.
Next matchup by far is the matchup of the week. It's Steven at Mr. Modest. I won the first time this matchup. We are number 3 and 4. This could possibly even be a 4-5 matchup at the end of the year, depending on how things go. It could be a 3-6 matchup. So heavy playoff implications here. If I lose and Kyle wins, he'll lock up a top 2 seed. If I win and Kyle loses, I'll still have a shot at the number 1 seed with 2 weeks to go, or number 2 seed, depending how East versus West settles out. I'm going to pick myself here. I'm healthy, and I have all the categories that Steven doesn't have. It's an interesting contrast, and we were talking about it on the car ride over here, actually. I'm kind of built to go against Steven's team. And healthy, we'll see about McCollum for Steven. That'll be big to have McCollum come back. But like I said, I think that I am healthy and my players are playing at a very high level. And it's Harden without KD now. So I like where I'm at. Steven?
Listen, man, you're a tough matchup for me. Kyle's a tough matchup for me. I'm healthy as well.
Mm-hmm.
I got a cycle spot. So I'm just hoping that my team will just play really, really well. And if they go above expectations, then it's a wrap.
Yeah, Greek TD would be very large for
Greek
you,
TD
for
would
sure.
be huge for me. Maybe Williams can get another TD. I don't know. Maybe a newbie can just go out there and just shoot all the threes he wants to shoot and make them all. It could be a lot of things that could happen.
We're going to see.
I'm ready.
Joel Gibson, who are you going to pick? This one's a tough one for sure.
It's real tough. I'm gonna pick Brandon for 2 reasons. Steven, your team is very solid, but if there's one team that benefits from KD going down, it's Brandon's team.
Down.
James Harden's just gonna have the ball a lot. Any home games, it's just gonna be James Harden because Kyrie can't play. So, I mean, that's pretty huge.
That's a lot of pressure. He might get hurt. He might get tired.
He's done it
might
before.
rest him a little bit, you know.
Let's see some Houston James Harden. That's all I got to say about that. Let's do it. He's also playing really hot right now. Like, he's been shooting the ball a lot better. He's number 2 in the league in assists right now. But that's not a category that I think Steven's actually considering competing with me in.
Beat him in assists, no.
I'm also, the other reason is you're home.
Yes.
Those 2 factors are enough. It's very close though.
That's fine. You would have beat me this week, but there's some other factors coming into play, so.
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, and my team's been so prone to injury and protocols. Like, a lot also depends on Beal if he is going to play. He's questionable. He hasn't been out of the protocols yet. But if he comes back, it kind of counterbalances that McCollum return. So I like my spot if Beal's back. If he's not, it's going to be very, very close.
And it feels like every time Butler gets healthy, he goes right back down.
I've been hoping that he's just been taking some veteran time off, and now it's like, okay, playoffs are coming, time to go.
You should be hoping he's like taking some vitamins or something. I don't fucking know.
Next matchup, and another one it has huge playoff implications, and quite frankly, the next 3 have big playoff implications, is Cody at Matt. Matt is getting Bam back this week, we believe. Clay is healthy. I think they're both going to cycle. Cody's without PG. I think if we looked at their lines, I think Matt won. But we need to find out more about Caruso and if Cody's going to be playing a man down. Fox got ejected, I think, tonight randomly. I don't think there's going to be a game suspension or anything from it. It was kind of a ticky-tack one. But Zinger's always an option. But he is healthy now. I'm going to take Matt because I think Matt's getting healthy at the right time. But I think it's a lot to do with Matt being the home team here as well.
Ayton rolled his ankle today.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah.
But Porzingis is healthy. I think a lot depends on what Holmes does. He's been pretty disappointing lately, but he has the potential to swing a matchup. Yeah, I don't think that Fox is going to get suspended. That was pretty tic-tac for an ejection.
It's close. Siakam's been incredible for Matt. I'll just say that to the side. And no back-to-back. Matt's home, and I don't think any back-to-backs for Golden State. So I don't think Clay's going to miss a game this week.
I'm still going to pick Cody, I think.
Okay. All right, Steven?
I'm looking. I don't know. I think Matt. I'm thinking Matt. Looks like he's a little healthier. It just seems like.
I think
I
if
don't know.
Cody is smart, there's spots he can cycle.
And also with Ball being out, and is Levine in protocols now? I think Levine's in protocols. If Caruso can play.
Was he in protocols? I thought he hurt his knee.
Oh, yeah, it was the knee, you're right. So that's a big question mark. If Caruso does play for Cody, that could be game changer as far as assists and steals go. So just something to keep in mind.
Could also affect your guys' matchup with DeRozan. He might just be having the ball every second of the game.
That'd be great. Let's hope for that.
Yeah, I'll be sad. The next matchup is Adam 7-6 at Doug. Doug won the first time in this matchup. Adam is looking for revenge, and just like we were talking about, Ball, Levine, all problems for Doug right now in that 9 spot. I'm taking Adam. I'm taking the hot hand here away, and I think that he rights the wrong for Doug, and we might have the whole way down to points as far as a tiebreaker goes between these two at the end of the season. It's really interesting. No matter which way this matchup goes.
Halliburton out?
Yeah, Halliburton was out today.
That's pretty huge. I thought the pickup of Kelly Olynyk today was a little bit questionable. He really needed. I mean,
Smart's still out too, right?
Smart is out. Levine is out. And now Halliburton is out. And Ball is out.
Yep.
So all of that factored in.
And Adam is hot as hell right now.
Yeah, Adam is no joke. He took me down. He's also, this week when I faced Adam, he and I were the 2 longest winning streaks in the league at 4 wins. So he's now the hottest at 5.
Yeah.
This would put him at 6, which is goddamn impressive.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with Adam as well.
That's going to be nuts. And if we're all going with Adam, the matchup that I'm going to be watching for sure is Neiman at Kyle. And, I already stated earlier that if Neiman can pull off another upset, a lot's going to come down to if Curry plays for Neiman, if he sets his lineups, if he tries this week, if he cycles. I didn't have a lot of people this week, and I cycled, and I only lost by 2 points. So for me, Neiman's beatable, but Kyle's injured, and he doesn't have AD. He doesn't have KD. It's tough. I want to pick Neiman because I think it would be really interesting to see me versus Kyle for that Western Championship if I win. But Kyle is home. Neiman has triple doubles, though. I'm going to go with Neiman. I'm going to believe that he's going to try this week. He's going to drop Daniel Tice finally. He's going to cycle. His playoff hopes are on the line. Like, if he loses, I believe Doug has the tiebreaker with Neiman. Yes, Doug has the tiebreaker over Adam and Neiman right now. So with a loss here, Neiman will effectively be eliminated if he and Doug tie records at the end.
I want to pick Kyle, or I'm sorry, I don't want to pick Kyle. I want to pick Neiman, but he needs to be willing to cycle that Nikhil Alexander Walker spot. And
Whiteside's still in the protocols. DiVincenzo is healthy on his IR. He could activate him.
you could activate him and also cycle that
And,
spot.
and cycle that spot. There are a ton of options, and Neiman has to pay attention and go with the categories that he can win.
The only thing, if he does that, then he's going to win. The only thing that would hold him back is if Steph Curry actually sits more games this week. He was out with a hand injury today, and obviously he's pretty important to his team.
I'm going with Neiman because I hope.
Yeah, I'm going Neiman because I want it.
I want Neiman to win as well.
Excellent. We're all against Kyle. Does he have anybody else besides Katie and AD? I thought he had someone else that was injured too. Maybe not.
Oubre, which, that's fine.
Yeah, Grant's
Rondo.
not going to return. Rondo. And KPJ's been terrible. Suggs, I did like the add to Suggs if they bring him on slowly. We still don't know anything about Fultz.
Jeremy Grant.
It's going to be close, but I think Neiman can win if he participates and pays attention. If he doesn't, Kyle's going to win this matchup.
To Kyle's credit, as much as I hate him, he will do the right thing and set his lineups and add guys, and that will be the difference if Neiman doesn't.
Absolutely. And the last matchup is CJ at Eric. CJ needs this win only just to avoid the stress of maybe being in playoff trouble. CJ's playing Eric. Eric doesn't have Lillard. Eric is kind of asleep at the wheel at this point. CJ loves to add, but one thing you want to pay attention with CJ's team is his free agent money. It is going down, down, down. I can't remember what it was last time I looked.
48.
He's down to $48 right now, and that's going to come into play in the playoffs for sure. So I know he'll be adding this week, but if he wants to get the guys that he wants against Eric, if he thinks he can beat him without, we're going to see how CJ plays it. I'm interested. I think it's going to be closer than we think, but I think CJ pulls this one out pretty easily.
Yeah, CJ should win this. Eric, like you said, is asleep at the wheel. Draymond Green is out, but CJ has some injuries.
Lowry's out as well.
Does Draymond Green play this week?
How many home games for Kyrie?
Does Serge Ibaka even show up? Kyle Lowry, Thomas Bryant. There's some
question marks here for sure, especially because Thomas Bryant was okay his first game, I guess. He's only getting 12 minutes right now.
Yeah.
So it's tough to house that. And also Boucher, now that Siakam's healthy, Scotty Barnes is back. They're all back out of protocols.
How many games will Kyrie play?
Yep.
Why is Kemba Walker still on this team? We got questions.
CJ's holding out hope. I am going to take CJ on the road here. But he has some question marks as we enter the last 3 weeks of the season.
Yeah, CJ's team just didn't play well this week. Even the people that played, none of his stat lines were anything of note this week. It was odd, but I don't know. I feel like Eric has way more people out.
Yeah, I was gonna try to make a case for Eric, but listen to this. Out. Holiday. Out. Gary Trent. Out. Miles Turner. Out.
Yeah.
Wendell Carter Jr. Out. Lillard. Out. Capella. Out. Rose. RJ
That's
Barrett's
rough.
active but on the IR.
And there's an empty bench spot too. Eric is
Eric's
literally
done.
playing.
He's done. He's
I think
I'm
CJ's gonna. I changed my mind. It's not gonna be close. Eric's losing. CJ's beating down pretty well this week.
Holy shit! It's like
done. Even with the shitty stats.
he's got 5 active guys.
Yeah, he's got 5 active guys just out there going for it. Like percentages. He might win percentages.
Turnovers.
Turnovers.
He's got
Sometimes I can
firm
get that.
hold on turnovers. Tell you
Oh
what.
my gosh. But like I said, if all that happens, it really shakes up. Like with 3 weeks to go, the top 5 seeds are all within all within 2 games technically. Kyle's up 2, and then 2 through 5 are the same record at 8 and 5.
Crazy. What a season.
What a season. I'm excited to see how it goes. Good luck to everybody, and good luck to Neiman. Pay attention. Hopefully you watch this video. Everyone message Neiman and say, watch the league manager's note. Outside of that, good luck this week. Anything else from you, Joel Gibson?
Good luck. Happy MLK Day.
Good luck, Brandon. It's my month. It's Black History Month.
How are you going to do that to me? I can't. Now what am I supposed to do? Now if I win, I'm like the straight white guy on
We're
Black
the
History. Yeah, I'm the asshole.
We're calling it in early.
Okay. Okay, well, good luck to you, Steven.
Thank you.
I really hope I win. Good luck to everybody, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
Sure.